We are going through exercise 17b, and in this video we'll be answering question 1, which is asking us to find the derivative of each of the following with respect to x. So let's begin with our first one here, which is asking us to derive x squared plus 4x with respect to x. So I'm going to be using Leibniz notation here. So I'm deriving this with respect to x squared plus 4x. And what my answer is going to be, remember you take your power to the front, so it's going to be 2, then you reduce it by 1. Then I come to my next one. Remember that there's an invisible 1 here, so it's 1 times 4 is 4. And then I'm reducing it by 1, which is 0, which makes this x 1. That's my final answer there. So we have answered the first one. Let's now move on to B. So let's scroll down here. So again, I'm going to be using Leibniz notation, d of dx. So I'm differentiating this with respect to x. And what my answer here is going to be is just 2. Remembering when I have a constant, it just disappears. It's just 0. Let's now go on to our next one. Again, I'm writing d, whoops, yep, that's good, of dx. Let's see if I can write that a bit nicer. Let's try it for a third time. There we go. It's going to be x cubed minus x, which is going to be 3x squared. So I brought the 3 to the front and then reduced it by 1. And then over here, this is just going to be 1. Let's now go on to the next one. So I am differentiating this with respect to x. It is going to be 1/2 x squared minus 3x plus 4, which is going to be, now when I times this 2 by 1/2, I'm going to get 1. So that means I'm just going to get x. Reduce 2 by 1 is 1, so I can just leave that there. And then I'm going to just get -3. Let's now move on to our next one. Here we're going to differentiate this with respect to x, 5x cubed plus 3x squared, which is going to be equal to 15x squared plus 6x. Let's now go on to our final one, in which we are differentiating with respect to x, and this time is -x cubed plus 2x squared, which is going to be -3x squared plus 4x. And just like that, we have answered all these questions. So as you can see, differentiating isn't tricky at all. Just make sure you're using the right notation and you don't make any silly mistakes. So I forgot to highlight these as I was going through them. Let me do that now. Hopefully this video was helpful to you and you now feel far more comfortable with differentiating. So as you notice, this is a lot easier than doing it by first principles. I will see you in the next video.